I don't know what happened with Alec Baldwin. I didn't really look up this story that much. I just seen a bunch of dudes were complaining about it, and you already know when guys are complaining about it, that means it's worth talking about. Not always, but that means it's somewhat worth talking about. Here's the story as far as I know. So Alec Baldwin and his wife Hilaria, which is a crazy name by the way. His wife Hilaria Baldwin was at I guess a red carpet event. And during this red carpet event, you know, they're talking about the movie and all this stuff, like season 2 of some family reality show, which, I mean, listen, if you watch reality shows, your brain is cooked, fam. Like, if you can sit there and actually enjoy a reality show, your brain is fried. Apparently, there are people that are fans of Hilaria. And you know, they're talking to her, asking her about the show. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Part of me doesn't even want to play this because it's just so embarrassing. Like, I just feel so bad for this dude, but we'll let him tell it.
The Hilaria show.
No. I think we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking.
That's right.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to like just cut him out of the show. No. No, I mean, I think it's.
And this is why, as a man, you have to set up the foundation for respect. Now, granted, respect goes two ways, right? Like, obviously, you can't be getting respect and, you know, and then meanwhile, you're telling her, like, shut the fuck up and go make you a sandwich. That's crazy. But what I'm saying is, you have to be able to establish some level of respect for one another. Otherwise, shit like this is gonna happen. This is crazy to me. And, like, I'm gonna play the rest of this, but just look at his face and then look at what happens at the end.
This is a really raw show, and it's very real, and we took a lot of chances. And, you know, I think that...
Is he not hurt? Is he not hurt? Man, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. You know, I'll tell you. Some of you guys, let this be another piece of motivation for you, right? Some of you guys are so, I don't want to say caught up, but so willing to be disrespected time and time again. I'm sure this is not the first time this has happened. I am pretty sure this is not the first time this has happened at all. But some of you are so down to just be insulted because, you know, you feel like you can't replace her. Now, does this mean I'm saying people are replaceable? To be honest with you, yes and no. I mean, there are some people that truthfully are invaluable in your life, and they do bring some sort of value to your life, right? That's always going to be up for you to decide what it is. But for the most part, some people, the way they treat you or the way they come across, you know, it's like you could find another one of them, in someone else, right? And a lot of times, guys, y'all chase some of these women and y'all chase them down so much to where she loses respect for you. And then she turns around and does something like this to you and embarrasses you in public. Why? Like, why let that happen? And obviously, you see this guy is hurt. Clearly, like, he walked away from the situation and he decided to go, you know, converse with someone else. But this is embarrassing as hell, yo. Embarrassing. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the
At Fiverr, we offer 3D rendering.
We don't play commercials over here, buddy boy. Unless I'm getting paid, we don't play commercials over here, buddy boy. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this because this is crazy, fam. So clearly, I'm not in the wrong here. Like, I'm not going crazy in my assumption. I think for someone like, I almost said Ashton Hall. Ashton Hall. For someone like Alec Baldwin, I'm pretty sure he could find someone to date. I'm positive. And obviously they have a family together, so it's not as easy as that. I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking out of my ass. But you got to be able to look at yourself and say, you know what? I might be in this for the right reasons, like for my family, for my kids, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, as a man, and not just as a man, but as a human being with some sort of like self-respect, if I'm going to be disrespected like this in person, what's going to happen later down the line? And even women agree. Like, listen, Hillary looks at Alec, not with love or adoration, but with annoyance and frustration. She emasculated him throughout the entire interview. And she absolutely did. She emasculated the shit out of this guy. And he walked away, tucked tail, and went and found someone else to talk to. And that's sad. It's a sad place to be, especially in relationships, especially for young guys who see relationships from the outside looking in. Some young guys, they don't have any relationship experience, so they see a lot of people's relationships as examples of that. And even though one might think that's stupid, it's the truth. And with that, I'm not saying we have to be role models. I'm not saying like, oh, when you're in a relationship, make sure you treat each other well for the sake of other people. But this gives off the note like, damn, what is the point of even being in a relationship if more times than not, people are just openly being disrespected in them? There's no point. And I mean, listen, this might be a moot point, but I don't even think, relationships in this day and age even matter anymore, because some of y'all young bulls, which I mean, listen, I feel sorry for some of y'all, but